Welcome back to the Aurelius Reviews. Today's video is focused on Peacock's Originals newest TV show entitled We Are Lady Parts. And the official synopsis of We Are Lady Parts is: an all-female Muslim punk band in the UK takes inspiration from London's rich and diverse collection of cultures. Friendships, relationships, and cultural differences are navigated as the band seeks musical success. In my opinion, this show is not that bad, as right now this show is somewhat facing some type of backlash, controversy, because of the representation of this show. But in my opinion, I thought this show wasn't bad. Please do not attack me in the comment section down below telling me to put myself on a t-shirt. Here is my review on the matter. What I first enjoyed about this TV show would probably have to be the cast. I believe that all of the characters on the TV show who was a part of the band were likable. I felt like none of them were like pretty horrible or just downright awful. Some of them and some of the scenes of this show has some cringe-worthy scenes or lines, but to me, I felt like all of the main characters of this show were likable. I would say that Anjana Vasan, Lucy Shorthouse, Aisha Hart, Sarah Camila, Faithful Mole, they all did a pretty good job with acting. As you can tell with each scene that all of them were in, you can tell that they had like a good time interacting with one another. Like the bond felt like a true friendship, like a real like sisterhood relationship and everything about it. Another thing that I thought this show did well on was some of the sequences that was in the show. Now within this show, there are quite a few different sequences that focuses on either all of the band or some members of the band. And they're like fantasy world where they're either falling in love, they're getting rich, or a successful record deal. I liked how that was like included onto the TV show, as it kind of shows you what type of person they are in some way, and it just kind of shows you like what possibilities, like what their true maybe like outcomes that they want out of it and everything. And I felt like the show had good sequence. And I would say that despite the goods, there are quite a few negatives that I did not like about this show. The first thing I did not like about this show was its clichéness. Now, this show is somewhat different, as it focuses on a Muslim group starring in a punk rock band in the UK. That is interesting, but at the same time, how the new main guitar player, Amina, played by Anjana Vasan, is introduced, is typical. Like, she joins when her parents disobeys or her friends disobeys, and she's somewhat rebelling and everything while trying to focus on different things a part of her life. Like, it's typical, to be honest. It was a little bit typical. Another thing that I did not like about this show was the cringe-worthiness. Now, like I said before, this show is not that bad, but this show definitely does have a few cringe-worthy scenes or maybe a few cringe-worthy lines throughout the entire series. It's not that bad, but at the same time, I'm just like, okay. Like, I didn't even say nothing about it. I was just like, okay, all right then. And it's not focused on one character, it's focused on maybe a few characters that suffers through this. And despite my opinion on the show, I felt like this was a pretty good show. It's not that bad, to be honest. It is not a 10 out of 10 show. And how I would rate We Are Lady Parts out of 5 stars, I would probably rate We Are Lady Parts 3 stars out of 5. So thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.